How you doing, Harvey?
Saul, are you going to give us permission to record?
Just did. Take a look.
All right.
Got it? Okay.
Okay. That mic is live. That mic is not.
Okay, thanks.
How you doing, Joe? You gotta unmute.
Hello, I'm unmuted.
Okay.
Uh,
So we have to wait till June 30th to see if
I
we're
don't know.
if we are elected to the board.
Well, see what happens. I hope I'm elected to the board, and you are too.
Because he's telling everybody to vote for us. He agrees with a lot of our ideas.
Well, I'm, I'm with you, so we're okay,
Yeah, okay then.
right? I'm not gonna, I won't go against you.
No.
Don't worry about it. You know that, right?
Right.
Okay. You've had more experience with this than I have.
A little bit.
Yeah,
But you've had
I
more,
go with the experience.
you've had more experience in the performing end of it. I had more
All right.
experience in the booking end of it.
I know all the performers. It's okay. I can take care of that part of it.
Okay.
Hi,
How you doing, Pat?
Hello.
I'm good. Harvey's not. He won't be attending today.
What's about? It doesn't feel well?
Pardon me?
He doesn't feel well?
Yeah, he doesn't feel well. He's got an upset stomach.
Oh boy, I know what that's like.
Yeah. So he's in the bedroom lying down watching TV, and I like to sing, so I'm going to do the recording, and I'm going to do two songs without his accompaniment.
I don't think only one.
Oh, one song. Well,
It's only one person on song. If you
one song, so that'll be two rounds, two songs. Yeah.
yeah, but you can't do two songs yourself.
No, I'm not going to do two. I'm going to do a single song each time
Right? Yes.
without his accompaniment. So
Okay, not a problem.
Well, I had Rob McDonald and his family over last weekend on the
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
I gave him the guitar. I had a guitar built for him.
Uh, is he willing to help us out? When we now come.
Well, I'm sure that he'll recommend people to us. He's a good close friend of mine, and no problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll get Joe Jenks. We'll get a bunch of people like that.
Uh,
You know,
you tight with Joe Jenks?
I know Joe Jenks too. I gave him Sonny Oaks gave me a book, well, a Phil Oaks book with the pictures of Cobb in it. The guy who did the poster for Star Wars, right? And I gave that book to Joe Jenks.
Yeah.
So
He likes it a lot, but when he first came on the scene, we had a haunted house concert for him, and unfortunately, we only had 8 people at the concert. So I was so embarrassed.
well,
I don't know if he remembers it. He was very gracious. He gave us a good performance for 8 people.
you know what? Yeah, one person listening to your audience is enough. I mean, like really, but I wouldn't embarrass him. I'd make sure I got them. I got that in advance.
Right. Okay.
You know, I tell him tentatively, and when I got the money up, then I would say, right, yeah. You know what I mean? I try to get the money up really early.
Yeah. Later we booked Brother's Son, and that was very good. we had a full house for them. So I think we made it up. Jerry's here, back from Kentucky.
But we'll have the dues coming in, so from Broward, so
Yeah,
that'll be okay. I
yeah.
don't have to handle it. Maybe somebody else will be the secretary.
Well, we'll see what happens on it.
Yeah.
Jerry, how are you doing?
Okay, how is everybody? All right?
How was Lake Cumberland?
It was beautiful. It was very, very beautiful. It's quiet there. You know, it's very, very quiet. And the lake is gigantic. It's just
Yeah.
huge. Our friend has a boat. The cabin is only a short walk down a hill to the lake. It was really, really nice. It was nice to get away, you know, nice to get away. And we were, the whole idea was it was a place we could drive to. We didn't have to fly. So it's a drive. I mean, I drove it, other than stopping to get gas and use the bathroom, we ate in the car as we drove. I drove 12 and a half hours down there and 12 and a half hours back, all in one day, each time, you know.
We made it. We made it in 2 days. We had Roanoke, Virginia, the first day, and then that was the second day.
That's the more civilized way to do it, for sure. But we didn't want to stay in a hotel, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
so it was, I mean, it worked out fine. You know, we planned it so that we drove when we were driving down. We left at 6 o'clock in the morning and we arrived at dinner time. And our friend Ruth's brother, who's down there also, is a gourmet chef. So there was a fantastic meal waiting when we arrived, which was great. And then, you know, after a couple of cocktails, it was time to collapse. And, you know, the next day I woke up and went, did I really do that yesterday? That was really weird. But it was great. It was really great to get away. And it was great to see friends.
Well, I'm not staying today, so I'm going to leave now. I just wanted to have a couple of words with you before you know,
Yeah, I'll see that.
before I left. All right?
Okay, then.
I just thought I'd let you know that. Okay.
Okay.
I'll probably see you next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, Joe. Thanks.
So how are things with you and Faisal? Everything okay?
It was okay here. We'll have a little problem today because the club during the day in England is entertaining Ed Trickett.
Ah,
So they don't know if they're going to be sober enough by 7 o'clock that time to participate. We hope.
very good. Well, listen, sober is not necessarily a good idea. You know, let me tell you, when you go over to the UK in normal times, now I can't speak about now, but in normal times, I have a very, very dear friend who's a retired ship's captain who is from Wales, who lives back in Wales now. And when we, under normal circumstances, we go there at least once a year and spend time. And the last time I went, 5 out of 7 nights we're in different pubs playing music. And they're very generous. They're very generous people. And so for instance, if you're a musician and you play, when you finish playing a tune or a set or whatever, there are Guinnesses lined up on the bar. And they say to you, now listen, lad, it's an insult if you don't drink what I put out there for you. And everybody's saying the same thing, you know. And so, you know, so by the time you finish a couple of sets, you're ossified, you know, like it's hopeless. I learned to drink from guys from the UK, singers from the UK. They're professionals, you know. They're professional drinkers over there. They know the routine. Where's Murray?
Huh?
Where's Murray?
He was here last week. He was here last week. He wasn't at Hawaii, but he was with us last Sunday.
Hmm.
He's back in Brooklyn again. You know, he was by his son for a while in
Right.
Pennsylvania. He's back in his own apartment again.
Very good. How are things? First of all, what's the weather like where you are, Saul?
It's nice and warm.
Yeah.
How warm is warm? Because I think we're as warm as you are
It's-
today.
It's like 85 to 90.
Yeah,
But Murray's coming in now. It's 90, but it's very humid.
Yeah, here it's 91 today,
Yeah,
and it was 91 or 92 yesterday. So it's we're going through a heat wave.
when I was in Lake Cumberland, it was 107 when I was.
Oy, oy. The first time my wife went to Arizona State University in Tempe, Phoenix, and she had told me about it, and she said, "Oh, we should go." And soon after we were married, we went to visit the first time, and I had no idea. I had been to California. I had never been to Arizona, and we went in August of all things. It was really a big mistake.
The worst month. I did the same thing to Harvey.
We got off the plane landed, and this is a long time ago. The plane landed, and the door of the plane opened up, and the heat waves were going like this, right? And I stepped out of the plane. It was 118 degrees.
Oh, God.
It was like I
Awful.
died and went to hell. What happened? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, they say, I like it too. I like it too. I see Bob's laughing because he's out in Arizona. You know, everybody says, oh, but the heat, but it's dry. Yeah, forget it, you know.
It is a different kind of. It is a different kind of heat.
Yes, but, well, we went, I remember also that same trip, you know, finally I'm going, well, I like heat. Heat is nice. I like heat. And then we went to an outdoor mall. And we're walking around the mall, and my wife said to me, listen, you got to drink a lot. You got to drink a lot because, really. And I went, no, I'm fine. And all of a sudden, I started, like, I was going, nah. I started to collapse. She ran and got me an iced tea. It must have been 45 ounces, right? And I sucked it up like a sponge because what happens out there is you perspire, but it evaporates the minute it comes to your skin, so you don't even know you're sweating. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing. I love it out there, but
We always have a bottle of water in our hands.
yes, and gloves to open your car door with. I
Yes,
know. Yeah.
Yes, we have gloves.
Very interesting.
Gloves in summer.
Yes, unbelievable. An unbelievable place.
Looks like Daniel has an electric guitar.
Whoa.
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, usually I'm a trad musician, but I never seen an electric guitar for trad.
Why not? They're fun.
See, Donna is in. All I see is the top of her head. Donna adjusts the camera. Yeah, better now. Yeah, so.
Speaking of weather, I live in northern Arizona. I'm at 5,000 feet. So here it's in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
The humidity's low. It's 1% in the house.
Nice.
Holy
It's
mackerel.
9% outside, but with the air on, it's very low. So you can't walk across the carpeting without getting shocked. But musical instrument care is a whole regime.
If you walk barefoot, it doesn't affect you.
Yeah, but with shoes or socks, it's
Yeah, I know. It's. Okay, Bob and Susan are coming in. We'll have a minion soon. We'll be able to start.
I see just two people, but I'm sure somehow it should be much bigger.
If you go to view, go to the upper right-hand corner of your screen,
Yeah,
and you'll see,
it's an arrow.
you see what it says, view, upper right-hand corner? It's like boxes, little boxes. You see it? Upper
Yeah.
right-hand, it says view.
Yeah,
Okay, hit
Click on that and go to gallery view.
where do I see that?
If you click on those little boxes in the upper right-hand corner, it'll open up and give you different choices. It'll say,
It says chat or
say
pen.
speaker view or gallery view. Go to gallery view. Click on gallery view.
Yeah, I don't see.
Wait, have you gotten, even when you first sign on, do you see a couple of little squares on the left side vertically?
Oh, I see.
Have you gotten on that?
Ooh, a big picture of you, Debbie, and I see other people in little bitty pictures.
Yeah,
Click on
yeah.
speaker view, go to gallery view.
All
Go to
right.
gallery view.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I'm sorry.
No, you
Are
have to-
you on a PC?
Yes.
Okay, so you should have, if you take your cursor
Mouse.
and you point in the upper, move it to the upper right-hand corner of your screen.
It's view.
View, click on that.
Gallery view?
Gallery view.
Uh-huh. What do you know?
What do you, there you go. After you've seen all these faces, you might want to change your mind and go back the other way.
You hear me? You hear me okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lonnie, have you solved your problems?
Have I solved my problems?
No,
Yes.
Lonnie Robertson, I wanna,
Oh.
unmute Lonnie so we can hear what you say. You're muted.
Still muted.
At the mic or the red thing.
Okay,
Click on the
Okay.
microphone. There it is.
you're talking to me that I was.
No, no.
No, Lonnie Robertson, Lonnie, you can hear us. Can we hear you? Say something.
Something. Could you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Do you need it to be louder?
No, yeah, your volume is good now.
Okay, that's good. I think I may have solved the problem.
I think you did, yeah. I see. Eva Nordhauser is on. How you doing, Eva? Our old friend from the borderline.
About the view of the picture, even before I get into where it says, view and gallery view and whatever else it says, if I go into the picture and in the upper right-hand corner, like every smaller picture, it has a little square box, and that makes the picture take up the whole screen.
Right.
So I don't even have to go and I just hit the box, and then it takes up the whole screen, except for the top where I have the pictures of the audience.
So the way Pat has the recording set up, it's
Yes.
it has it on speaker, so the person who's performing takes up the entire
Yes.
screen.
Yes.
Okay, that's why I'd rather she do the
Ready to
recording
go.
than I do it. Because if I do it, I have to do it on gallery because I have to watch everybody as the moderator. I'm happy that she is doing the recording for us. Thank you again, Pat. Okay. And apparently Eva's just going to be watching us, and so she has a background on there. So if she wants to perform, she can always unmute and tell us. Okay, so looks like we have 11 people. We should stop because if the British people come on, they'll come on a little later. We don't know if they're sober or not. They have a reception for Ed Trickett at the Hoy today. So they said there's going to be a lot of pints going around. So it may not be on. Joanna, there's Alan coming in. Let's see if they're going to perform today. Okay.
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Joanna, you going to perform today? No. Okay. So we know what's happening here. Okay, so I think we can start. Let me just get the order. Let's fade right down the order. Okay. Pat was in first. Okay. Then Joe Verga was in, but he's not. He didn't stay. He just wanted to talk to me. Okay. Then there's Debbie and Ron, Jerry, Bob Winkler, Murray, Dan Vodkin, Donna, Bob and Susan, Ronnie, and those are the only ones. But I'll go after
What
them.
about you?
Yeah, I'm always last. I'm always last. Okay, so what we do is everybody mute now, and Pat, are you ready to kick us off?
Me? Yes.
Yeah, you're in first. Okay, so
Yes.
everybody please mute. Pat is going to perform first. Unfortunately, Harvey won't be there, so she'll be accompanying herself with a background track, I think. Whatever.
Yep.
Okay, everybody please mute. Pat, you got it.
Okay. So I'm going to do Jolene. All I have to do is get his... Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him even though you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your skin is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him even though you can. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him even though you can. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you. Whatever you decide to do, Jolene. And you could have your choice of man and never love again, because he's the only one for me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him even though you can. Jolene, Jolene. Thank you.
Okay, Debbie and Ron, you're next. Hopefully more people will join us as we go on. The Brits might join us later.
Are they okay?
Yeah, you're okay. Everybody, please mute except for Debbie and Ron.
You know, I just was reading something the other day where Dolly Parton wrote that song for real, you know, and she was actually worried about some woman taking her husband away or something. And it seems to me that if your man is muttering some woman's name in his sleep, it's time to get rid of him.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Just here. You all know this one. I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised. For 6 long years I've been troubled, no pleasures here on earth I find. bound to ramble. I have no friends to help me now. It's fairly well, my old true lover. I never expect to see you again. For I'm bound to ride that northern railroad. Perhaps I'll die up on this train. You can marry me in some dark valley for many years where I may lay. Then you may learn to love another while I am sleeping in my grave. Lady, your friends think I'm just a stranger. My face you'll never see no more. But there is one promise that is given. I'll meet you on that golden shore.
Okay, Debbie, what do you got for us?
I got another old ballad of Scottish origin. Probably all know.
Nobody's
one-
ever heard this one before.
No,
though.
one
This is
version,
different.
one version or other you will know. It is originally, the origin is from Whaley Whaley, and it's called The Water is Wide. And let's see what key is it. The water is wide, and we cannot get home. And neither have we the wings to fly. Give us a boat that can carry two, and both shall row. My love and I. There is a ship, and she sails the sea. She's already as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I've been. I know not if I sink or swim. I eat my
My love faded away like sweat in Arizona.
Okay. Jerry is back from Lake Cumberland, Kentucky from vacation. Very
Yeah.
happy. Very happy.
All right.
Living in an oven.
to hear him.
It was lovely. It was lovely. I came back to yesterday. Yesterday I did a bar mitzvah online. My second online bar mitzvah. Very interesting. I'm trying to decide whether it's more or less intimidating for the kid. You know, not being in a room with 1,000 people, but looking at 1,000,000 faces on the screen. So I don't know. As I mentioned before, we're in our first heat wave here in New York for the season. So this seems like an appropriate choice.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your dad is rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're going to rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and take to the sky. But till that morning, there's nothing can harm you. With your daddy and mammy standing by. It ain't necessarily so. No, it ain't necessarily so. The things that you're liable to read in the Bible, they ain't necessarily so. Jonah, he lived in a whale. Oh, Jonah, he lived in a whale. He made his home in that fish's abdomen. Jonah, he lived in a whale. Little David was small, but oh my. They tell me little David was small, but oh my. He fought big Goliath, who lay down and died. Little David was small, but oh my. And Moses was found in a stream. Baby Moses was found in a stream. That boy floated on water till old Pharaoh's daughter, she fished him, she says, from that stream. Methuselah lived 900 years. Methuselah lived 900 years. But tell me now, who'd call that living when no gal will give in to no man what's 900 years? Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, the cotton is high. Oh, your dad is rich, and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Don't you cry. Don't you cry. Summertime. Thank you.
Okay, Bob from Arizona.
Jerry, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Are you aware that the melody for that comes from the Haftorah?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I thought you would be.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and that's not a nice thing for somebody who's a cantor of a shul to.
All right, I got a special dispensation. It's okay. Okay.
Okay. So, anyway, I was inspired to look up this song by Pete Seeger, Little Boxes. And I'll try to do it good service, even though I'm not a banjo guy. I drive into Prescott at least once a week, and they're building this development of little boxes. Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes, little boxes, little boxes, all the same. There's a green one and a pink one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they're all made of ticky-tacky. They all look just the same. And the people in the houses all went to the university, and they all got put in boxes, little boxes, all the same. All the doctors and there's lawyers and business executives, they all got put in boxes, and they all come out just the same. And they all play on the golf course and drink their martini dry. They all have pretty children, and the children go to school, and the children go to summer camp, go to the university, and they all get put in boxes. They all come out the same. And the boys go into business, marry and raise a family, and they all get put in boxes. They all look just the same. The green one and a pink one and a blue one and a yellow one, they all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same. Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes, little boxes, little boxes, all the same. There's a green one and a pink one, a blue one and a yellow one. They're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same. Yes, they all look just the same.
I see that Tony has finally made it. How you doing, Tony? Can you hear him? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Sol.
You're outdoors now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly, clearly.
Okay, we're in my garden at the moment, and I think you might recognize. Hang on.
Recognize.
See if we can get in.
Looks lovely.
Ed Trickett, and
Yes.
Hi there.
Wendy. Okay. You think you'll be able to participate in the proceedings tonight? Okay,
Do you want us all to get together around here and sing something?
Yeah, yes, when your turn comes up, okay, you have a little while yet. Okay, can you wait?
Right. It's just that we have people that are going.
Okay, so yeah, when your turn will come up shortly. I'll call on you then. Okay, we'll get you all in. Okay, it's really great for you to attend, Ed. It's so good to see you. Okay, those are friends from England. Okay, so next we have Murray. Everybody else, please mute. Murray, you have the floor.
Okay. Well, since I was joking with Jerry about singing the appropriate song for a shul, for his work in a shul as a cantor, I'm going to sing something that also relates to a shul, and it's actually based on the melody, a cowboy melody, Whoopie-Tie Yo, Get Along Little Doggies, and it's called, which I have in Yiddish, Our Redemption Should Come Soon. And it has some words that you probably, a lot of you wouldn't know because a lot of them are in Yiddish and some in Hebrew. But I can't explain every word because then I'll have no time to sing it all. So I'm just going to say the chorus goes, "You have a boy, boy, boy." That's just the falderall that the Hasidim do. Soll schein sein die Gille. That means soon the redemption should come. Mashiach soll kommen in unsere Tag. The Messiah should come in our days. And zu Eretz Yisrael soll weisen the Weg. And the Messiah should show us the way to the land of Israel. But the rest of the stuff will still have some words that you won't. If you're not Jewish or into Hasidus, into the customs of Hasidim, you won't know anyway. But you'll get most of it, I guess, because it's partly in English and partly in Yiddish. As I was out walking one morning for pleasure, I saw a young chassid come a-shuckling along. His hat was thrown back and his tzitzis were swinging. And as he approached me, he was singing this song. Ja, boy, 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 soll schein sein die Gila, Mashiach soll kommen in unsere Tag. Ja, boy, 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 soll schein sein die Gila, zu Eretz Yisrael, soll der weisen die Weg. It's early each morning, we round up a minion, we rope them, cajole them, and force them to stay. We don't care if some are complete Amharatzim, as long as there's 10 Jewish men we can pray. Ja, boy, 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 soll schein sein die Gile, Mashiach soll kommen in unsere Tag. Ja, boy, 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 soll schein sein die Gile, zu Eretz Yisrael, soll der weisen die Weg. Our laws and our mitzvahs all come from the Torah, which tells us exactly the way we should be. On Shabbos, we don't do a single melucha. We don't even carry a hanky or key. Ja, boy, 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 soll schein sein die Gile, Mashiach soll kommen in unsere Tag. Ja, boy, 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 soll schein sein die Gile, zu Eretz Yisrael, soll der weisen die Weg. Our clothing displays our nevis and sneas. We wear any color as long as it's black. You can see by our outfit, it costs a small fortune, but we can't go to Macy's and buy off the rack. Ja, boy, 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 soll schein sein die Gille, Meschiach soll kommen in unsere Tag. Ja, boy, 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 soll schein sein die Gille, zu Eretz Yisrael soll der Weisen die Berg. Those words were made by me, I don't know, maybe decades ago. I found some of my old songs, and that was one of them.
That was very, very good.
Very clever and very irreverent.
Yeah, well, I got special dispensation for that also.
Okay, Dan Bratkin is next. And unmute first, Dan. You got to unmute. Okay. Unmute. The red microphone, click on it. You're still muted yet. Click on the microphone at the bottom of the screen. It's, still have a problem yet.
Bottom left of the screen, Dan. Bottom left.
Bottom left.
On the microphone, it should have a red line through it. Click on that.
Click on that and that'll take the red line away, then you'll be unmuted. Okay, it's on the left side of the screen on the bottom.
On the left, it said this right.
No, it's left, bottom of the screen on the left.
Right, move your mouse.
Move your mouse over there.
Saul, are you capable of unmuting him?
No, I wish I was. I can.
There you go. You got it.
Can't unmute.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good, Dan.
Before I sing, I want to say a compliment to Jerry. My father's cousins were George and Ira Gershwin. So I've grown up my whole life hearing people sing those songs. And I want to say you did a very good job. I really liked it. And I went to the New York Opera, and they did a terrible rendition of the whole thing. I was embarrassed, but you got the right feeling. So
Well,
thank you.
Thank you. That's very much a compliment. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I wanted to make sure. Okay, I'm going to sing a very little known and old rock and roll song called Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues. Everybody's going away, saying they're going to LA. There's not a soul I know around. Everybody's leaving town. Some got a freight, some caught a plane. Find the sunshine, leave the rain. They say this town's a waste of time. I guess they're right to please their mind. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues. You know my heart keeps telling me you're not a kid at 33. You play around, you lose your wife. You play too hard, you lose your life. I got my pills to ease my pain. Can't find a thing to ease the rain. I'd love to try and settle down, but everybody's leaving town. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues.
Thank you very much, Dan. And Donna, you're next.
Hey, I'm unmuted.
You're unmuted. You're okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that helps.
Here's a little Joan Baez song. Haven't heard it in a while, so I'll play it so I can hear it. Also with the early in the morning one. Early one morning in spring, to hear the birds twitter, the nightingale sing. I met a fair maiden who sweetly did sing. Are going to be married next Monday morning. Well, 15 years old, that's too young for to marry. Or take my advice, 5 years longer to tarry. For marriage brings trouble and heartache begins. So put off your wedding for Monday morning. You talk like a madman, a man with no skill. 5 years I've been waiting against my own will. And now I am determined to have my own way. I'm going to be married next Monday morning. Next Monday night, when I turn in my bed, I'll turn around to the man I have wed. And around his middle my 2 arms will fling. And I wish to my soul it were Monday morning.
Looked like,
Yeah. By the way, Donna, you had a hum when you were singing.
Did you turn off the AC? Yes.
There's a hum
While
on
ago.
your microphone. Okay, air conditioning go off, ready to
Yep.
go. Okay, take it away.
Thanks, Sal. Yeah, if you saw us moving in and out a little bit, I have the South Street Seaport Jam is going on in the other room at the same time because friends from the UK, Allison and her group, the Sylvan Darlings, were doing a number, and we were just trying to catch it, and we did. Anyways, so we're back, and we're gonna do a little song by Johnny and Roy Cash. I still miss someone. At my door, the leaves are falling in a cold, wild wind. They will come. Sweethearts, they walk by together, but I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over them blue eyes. I see them everywhere, and I miss those arms that held me. Oh, and all the love was there. Well, I go out to a party I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over them blue eyes. I see them everywhere, and I miss those arms that held me. Oh, when all the love was there. Well, I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we'd once begun. There's someone that's for me somewhere, but I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over them blue eyes. I see them everywhere, and I miss those arms that held me. Oh, when all the love was there. When my daughter leaves are falling, and a cold wild day will come, and sweethearts they walk by together, but I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over the blue eyes. Yes, I see them everywhere, and I miss those arms that held me. Oh, when all the love was there. Oh, I never got over them blue eyes. Yes, I see them everywhere. Oh, and I miss those arms that held me. Oh, when all the love was there.
Or something like that.
We got one more coming yet, and then Lonnie goes.
Okay, well, I just found out a friend of mine passed away in New York a couple of days shy of 80. And he was a good friend of mine. He was also the manager of Jerry Douglas, the great dobro player, bluegrass stuff. And so I got to go to a bunch of concerts and festivals with him. And so I just kind of picked this song out. It's got one of those 4-chord progressions that are in folk music and rock and roll. And kind of, it could be a sad song. It could be a song where you could remember some good memories. Oh, try to remember the kind of September. Life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember the kind of September when grass was green and the grain so yellow. Try to remember the kind of September when you were a young and callow fellow. And try to remember, and if you remember, then follow, follow, follow. Try to remember when life was so tender that no one wept except the willow. Try to remember when life was so tender that dreams were kept beside your pillow. Try to remember when life was so tender that love was an ember about to billow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow, follow, follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. And deep in December, it's nice to remember, without a hurt, the heart is hollow. And deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made you mellow. And deep in December, our hearts should remember, then follow, follow, follow. All I got.
Okay, Lonnie, unmute. It's time
I am unmuted.
Yeah. By the way, Lonnie is the only, I bet is the only one on this forum today that was born in Africa, right? Anybody else born in Africa?
I was born very close to my mother, in fact, yes.
All right.
Yes, we were very close for a long time. Yeah. At any rate, what I'm going to do is a song about the United States Uncivil War, which occurred between 1860 and 1865. And this is a song that is sung from the point of view of a northern soldier who's up in years like I am and has decided that he thinks that maybe it's time not to re-enlist. So here we go. I'll tell you the truth, he said, one thing's for sure. Ain't gonna re-enlist. I don't need to be told that I'm getting too old. This kind of foolishness. My leg's gone bad, my heart is sick and sad. My health ain't good enough to be poor. Wake up at their miseries most every day now and then, to the point I just don't care anymore. If you listen real close, you can hear my bones creaking, the sound they make, fright. Wake me every time I turn in my sleep. They keep me up half the night. Well, my blood's gone cold, I'm just too damn old. Sometimes the juice stand right still in my veins. I can't catch my breath, and I'll surely catch my death if I don't soon get out of this rain. I swear there actually was a time it changed me for young boys to see me like this. Well, you can ask anybody in Galena, Illinois. Old Enoch Ludford, you were a man to be reckoned with. That bonny blue flag, she's just a tattered old rag. She don't fly on the breeze no more. Damn Mother Freedom, just a snaggletooth hag. God, I used to love that woman so. She tore me to shreds, she left me here for dead. She hurt me more than she'll ever know. Uncle Billy Sherman says it's over now. He's gone back to Ohio. I swear there actually was a time. It shames me for you young boys to see me this way. You can ask anybody in Galena, Illinois. Old Enoch Lutford, he were a man to be reckoned with. You know, he picked up his fife and he played the sweetest melody I ever heard. And the tune that he played, it made me cry, and I didn't even know the words. You know, I picked up that old fife about a week ago. I swear he won't mind. Hell, it ain't much to tote. I keep it right here in my coat. I aim to learn to play it sometime. Swear there actually was a time. It pains me for you young boys to see me this way. You can ask anybody in Galena, Illinois. Old Enoch Lutford, he were a man to be reckoned with. Thank you all very much.
Did you write that, Lonnie?
Well, actually, Saul, I purloined it.
Okay. It was very good.
I have your special hat that you usually wear when you do a folk song. You usually have some kind of outfit that you wear, or the hat that goes along with it. So since you don't, I wore one too.
You're absolutely right, Murray. And the thing is that I remember you having a broad-brimmed white hat, and not that particular one that you have right there, which, by the way, I covet.
This is called McDowell type of hat because the brim is like rounded.
Yeah.
They wore it at the beginning of the war, but later they switched to the ones with the more square cut.
I remember. Well, I actually don't. Well, yes, I do remember it. I'm that old.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess Stanley Stone, you gonna perform for us today? Unmute so we can hear. Yes or no? No, okay. Yeah. Okay, so that was with Carl. You're next. Unmute. Lower left-hand corner microphone, click on it. Lower left-hand corner of the screen.
All right, I got it. I got it. Can you hear me okay? I can't hear you. I do not hear you. I lost.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
Good,
you.
it's good, it's good, it's good.
I want to apologize. I don't have my folk hat on. And I'm sorry I'm late. I'm going to try something I haven't done in a while. It's done by somebody that is not around anymore, a guy by the name of Stan Rogers, a Canadian fellow, and loaded with a lot of great music. Anyway, I'm going to do a song called Giant, which is based on their folklore. And the giant's name was Fingal, Fingle. So I'm going to take a shot at it. And again, it's Stan Rogers is the fellow that does this, or did do it. Druids came to England way back, way back. Cold wind on the harbor and rain on the road, with promise of winter across the cold. There's fire in the blood and fog on breast door. The giant will rise with the moon. Was the same ancient fever in the hours of the blast that our fathers brought with them when they went west. It's the blood of the Druids that never will rest. The giant will rise with the moon. Crash the west town, Bingo will rise with the moon. Yet inclement weather, the people are fade. 3,000-year stories as the night slips away. Remembering Fingal feels not far away. The giant will rise with the moon. The winds in the north, there'll be a moon tonight. But we have no circle to dance in its light. So light a torch, bring a bottle, and build a fire bright. The giant will rise with the moon.
It looks like our friends from England didn't stay around long enough to sing. They just made a cameo appearance. So I guess I go now, and then we start the whole second round. Okay, before they had the Kingston Trio and Peter, Paul, and Mary, and all these groups. There was a group of 4 fraternity brothers from the University in Seattle called the Brothers Four. And they were actually one of the first groups that started to bring folk music into the popular domain. And one of the songs they sang was from a movie called The Alamo. And in the movie it was sung by a man by the name of Matt Monroe, but it's called The Green Leaves of Summer. And it's about somebody who was actually in the Alamo, though everybody realized that they were going to die soon. And they were talking about, you know, the green leaves of summer that was going to be buried. They're going to be buried close in the earth, close to the earth. So here's how the song goes. A time to be reaping, a time to be sowing. The green leaves of summer are calling me home. 'Twas so good to be young then, in a season of plenty, when the catfish were jumping as high as the sky. A time just for planting, a time just for plowing, and a time to be courting a girl of your own. 'Twas been so good to be young then, to be close to the earth, and to stand by your wife at the moment of birth. A time to be reaping, a time to be sowing. The green leaves of summer are calling me home. 'Twas so good to be young then, with the sweet smell of apples and the owl in the pine tree, a wink in his eye. A time just for planting, A time just for plowing, a time just for living, a place for to die. 'Twas so good to be young then, to be close to the earth. Now the green leaves of summer are calling me home. 'Twas so good to be young then, to be close to the earth. Now the green leaves of summer are calling me home. Okay, and with that, we start round two, starting with Pat on mute, and you're ready to go.
Okay. I have two favorite female singers, Barbara Streisand and Judy Garland. And I used to watch The Wizard of Oz every single year. So I'm now going to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Where over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. It's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Yeah, she was able to hit the note.
Very nice.
Thank you, Pat. We were all waiting to see if you could hit that note at the end, and you nailed it.
Thank you.
Okay.
I do love the song
I know.
and the movie.
Right. Okay, Debbie and Ron are next.
We're gonna try and tie together a couple of old time sort of. Well, wait a minute. One's an old time tune, and one's a
Saigon song.
A Saigon song. Okay. 3.
remember the year that my granddaddy died, gonna rise again. I dug a grave on the mountainside, gonna rise again. I was too young to understand the way that about tonight. So it is the greatest and gonna rise again. Corn in the crib and apples in the bin, gonna rise again. Man with the smokehouse trouble in the gin, gonna rise again. House in the barn, house in the barn, you know I never had. But he wasn't flexible with the little he got, gonna rise again. These apple trees on the mountainside, gonna rise again. The seas just before he died, gonna rise again. Oh, if he knew that he'd never see the red fruit hanging from the tree. Oh, if he could see the silver and me, gonna rise again. On the ridge above the farm, gonna rise again. I'll pick up my people who have been on, gonna rise again. Like a tree that grows in the mountains around, from the life I've come down. The new springs from the roots and the ground, gonna rise again. Like a tree that grows in the mountains around, from the life I've come down. The new springs from the roots and the ground, gonna rise again, gonna rise again, gonna rise again, gonna rise again.
Thank you.
Get through that one.
Thank you.
We got one more.
All right, Ron's got one now. Can you hear the dulcimer? Very hard to hear this instrument. Probably hear a droney sound.
We heard it.
All right, here's, I don't know who, this is
All
Grandpa
right, Grandpa
Jones.
Jones.
I traveled all this country wide and seeking fortune fair. Up and down the two coastlines, I travel everywhere. From Portland east to Portland west, down the line
Okay. Back to Jerry.
Okay. I just wanted to mention, by the way, that was a really interesting choice of songs that Dan made before. Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues. And I wanted to give writer credit to that. And that was Jesse Winchester who wrote that song. He was a great songwriter, a really excellent songwriter who died back, I think, in 1914 or 2014, 2015, I should say. And interesting also because he was an American from the South who ended up moving to Canada to avoid the draft in the Vietnam War, and eventually was granted amnesty by Jimmy Carter and came back to the United States. So just a little heads up on that one. This is Back to the American Songbook. This is a tune that was written, you all know it, was written by Hoagy Carmichael back in 1930, and not necessarily his most famous song, but certainly was made re-famous by Ray Charles and then by Willie Nelson. So. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on the mind. Georgia on my mind, Georgia, Georgia, a song of you. Sounds so sweet and clear, like moonlight through the pine. All the arms reach out for me, all the eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads on back to you. Oh, Georgia, Georgia gal, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. All the arms reach out for me, all the eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road, oh, the road, the road, the road, it leads on back to you. Oh, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. One last time now, it's Georgia, Georgia, Georgia gal, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia, Georgia, Georgia on my mind, Georgia on my mind. Thank you. Great song.
Yeah, a great singer also. Thank you,
Thank you.
Gary.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Okay, Bob Winkler in Arizona.
Thank you, Saul. Something by the Carter Family. Well, my heart is sad and I am lonesome, the only one I love. When shall I see her? Oh, no, never, till we meet in heaven above. Oh, bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she may know where I am sleeping. Perhaps she'll weep for me. They told me that she did not love me. I could not believe it's true, until an angel softly whispered, she's proven untrue to you. Oh, bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so that she may know where I am sleeping. Perhaps she'll weep for me. Tomorrow was to be our wedding day. Oh Lord, where is she? She's gone to see another groom and cares no more for me. Oh, bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she may know where I am sleeping. Perhaps she'll weep there for me. Oh, bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree. She may know where I am sleeping. Perhaps she'll weep there for me. Yes, perhaps she'll weep there for me. Carter Family again.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Maury,
Okay.
you're on.
Yeah. Now, at the same time that I found the song that I sang before, which was a song that I wrote the words to, this is another such song that I. Does anybody remember what year it was when John Kennedy Jr. died? Because this is about that, and I wrote it, I think, very soon after, but I don't remember what year it was. Huh?
63?
63? No, that was when his father died in 63.
Oh, you're talking Robert
Yeah,
Kennedy.
I'm talking about John Kennedy Jr., his son, his young son.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
He died in an airplane crash.
Crash off Martha's Vineyard, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The song, well, they used to sing Johnny, We Hardly Knew You about his father, but they also used it when his son died, and he was really a young guy to die so young. And they used that song also for him. So I took the song, which was based on an Irish song, Johnny, We Hardly Knew You, And I made it into a song that refers to the death of John Kennedy Jr. and his wife and his sister-in-law. They all died in that plane crash. All right, and also that's the Irish song gave the melody finally to When Johnny Comes Marching Home Again. But the original song was the Irish song, Johnny, you know, about a guy coming home from the wars to his mother in Ireland. And she says, you know, because of the way he was crippled by the wars, she hardly knew him again. But here's my version that relates to John Kennedy Jr. When flying the skies to Cape Cod's Isles, hurroo, hurroo. When flying the skies to Cape Cod's Isles, hurroo, hurroo. When flying the skies to Cape Cod's Isles, a terrible dive erased our smiles, and the shock was felt for miles and miles. Johnny, we hardly knew ya. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome face and charm and grace, our sorrow goes out to ya. Though we saw you grow, it's sad to know, Johnny, we hardly knew ya. Where are the eyes that look so mild, hurroo, hurroo? Where are the eyes that look so mild, hurroo, hurroo? Where are the eyes that look so mild when all our hearts you first beguiled? The time you saluted your dad as a child, Johnny, we hardly knew ya. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome face, your charm and grace, our sorrow goes out to you. Though we saw you grow, it's sad to know, Johnny, we hardly knew ya. Where are the legs with which you run, hurroo, hurroo? Where are the legs with which you run, hurroo, hurroo? Where are the legs with which you run through Central Park for health and fun? Alas, your running days are done, Johnny, we hardly knew ya. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome face and charm and grace, our sorrow goes out to ya. Though we saw you grow, it's sad to know, Johnny, we hardly knew ya. Where is the smile you flash so bright, hurroo, hurroo? Where is the smile you flash so bright, hurroo, hurroo? Where is the smile you flash so bright, that smoke of love and life and light? We fear it's been swallowed up by the night, Johnny, we hardly knew ya. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome grace and charm and face, hurrah, hurrah. With your handsome face and charm and grace, our sorrow goes out to you. Though we saw you grow, it's sad to know, Johnny, we hardly knew ya. Where is the wife you loved so true, hurroo, hurroo? Where is the wife you loved so true, hurroo, hurroo? Where is the wife you loved so true? She and her sister perished with you, and damn, there's nothing we can do. Johnny, we hardly knew ya. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome face and charm and grace, our sorrow goes out to ya. Though we saw you grow, it's sad to know, Johnny, we hardly knew ya. We have but a hope, we have but a prayer, hurroo, hurroo. We have but a hope, we have but a prayer, hurroo, hurroo. We have but a hope, we have but a prayer. Your loss has filled us with deep despair. We hope that you found peace somewhere. Johnny, we hardly knew ya. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome face and charm and grace, hurroo, hurroo. With your handsome face and charm and grace, Our sorrow goes out to you. Though we saw you grow, it's sad to know. Johnny, we hardly knew ya.
Very, very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay, Dan, time for you to unmute. Can you unmute?
My
I got it. I was able to do it for you. Okay.
a song written by Lee Hayes. You know, he was one of the 4 members of the Weavers. He was the bass. It's times are getting hard, boys. Times are getting hard, boys. Money's getting scarce. Times don't get much better, boys. Gotta leave this place. Take my true love by the hand. Lead her through the town. Say goodbye to everyone. Goodbye to everyone. Planted a proper year ago. Withered to the ground. Tried to get some credit, but the bankers turned me down. Going to California, where everything is green. Gotta have the best darn farm you have ever seen. Times are getting hard, boys. Money's getting scarce. Times don't get much better, boys. Gotta leave this place. Take my true love by the hand. Lead her through the town. Say goodbye to everyone. Goodbye to everyone.
Thank you, Dan.
I used to do that song about 50 years ago. Thanks, Dan.
You did?
I did, yeah.
But wait a minute, I don't even know if he had written it by then.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing a date out there. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
Still a nice song, isn't it?
Beautiful song. Okay, Donna.
Okay, I'm ready to go. There's been a lot of songs about love and death. So my first one was about love, and this one's about death. About 11 years ago today, my best friend passed away, and she's a great gal. She was only 56 years old, and the song goes out to Bob Gelb also, who lost a close friend, and I wrote the song. It's called I forget what it's called. You'll get it from the chorus, I think. It's not the dying, it's the living. It's not the taking, it's the giving. What we live and how to say goodbye. Today I'm sad at the sadness and pain. I scream, silently interpreting all love is supposed to be. But he is greater than the scheme of all things, than the web of lies of what's gone by, able to gently brush the tears away. All my tears he hides in a bottle. That's from Psalms. Washed away, a drop, a tear of hope. It's not the dying, it's the living. It's not the taking, it's the giving. What we live and how to say goodbye.
Okay. Thank you, Donna. Okay, Bob, is the air conditioning turned off?
I think so. I think so.
Do we just you or
Just me. Sue's got an ice pack on her back. She's giving away my secrets. Anyways, thanks, Donna. Last week, I kind of murdered a little John Denver song because I guess with age, my yodeling is not as strong as it used to be. So I'm going to do another John Denver song and hopefully get through this one okay. There's a storm across the valley. Clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulder. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away, and the whining of his wheels just makes it colder. He's an hour away from riding, all your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road, they're barely gone. There's a fire softly burning when supper's on the stove. But it's the light in your eyes that makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Oh, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him. How'd you spend your time? What's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother, she called last Friday, oh, and sunshine made her cry. And you felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Oh, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Ah, the time I can lay this tired old body down. Feel your fingers soft on me. Kisses that I live for, love that lights my way. Happiness living with you brings me. It's a spending time with you. And it's the little things that make a house a home. Like a fire that's softly burning, oh, and supper's on the stove. But it's the light in your eyes that keeps me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Oh, and hey, it's good to be back home again. It's good to be back home again. Little John Denver for you.
Bob, folky question of the day. Is murdering a song the same as killing it?
Not quite, not quite.
Okay, Lonnie, you're on the air. Unmute.
Okay, there seems to be a lot of songs today about farms. And for those of you that don't know, I was actually raised on a farm, except it was a sort of a large farm in West Africa, the Firestone Plantation. We had 190,000 acres of rubber trees. And when I came to the United States from West Africa, I eventually ended up on a farm in Ohio. And it was an interesting experience because I actually do really like farms. I ended up with a cow-calf operation there, but I have a song here that is about farms, and I'm going to do this on the piano because it's here in front of me. And this is a song that was written by Don Henley, who you probably recall was a member of the Eagles. So this is a song called A Month of Sundays. Used to work for Harvester. I used to use my hands. Used to make the tractors and the combines that plowed and harvested this great land. Now I see my handiwork on the block. Everywhere I turn, see the clouds cross the weathered faces, and I watch the harvest burn. Quit the plant in '57. I had some time for farming then. Banks back then were lending money. Banker was the farmer's friend. I seen dog days and dusty days, late spring snow and early fall sleet. Felt the leather reins in my hands, and I felt the soft ground under my feet. Between the hot, dry weather and the taxes and the Cold War, it's been hard to make ends meet. But I always kept the clothes on their backs. I always put the shoes on their feet. Grandson, he comes home from college, he says, we get the government we deserve. My son-in-law, he just shakes his head and he says, as a little punk, he never had to serve. And I sit here in the shadow of suburbia and I stare out across these empty fields. I sit here in earshot of the bypass, and all night I listen to the rushing of the wheels. Big boys, they all got computers. They got incorporated too. Me, I just know how to make things. That was all I ever knew. And now it all comes down to numbers. Now I'm glad that I have quit. Folks these days just don't do nothing simply for the love of it. I went into town on the 4th of July and I watched him parade past the Union Jack, watched him break out the brass and beat on the drums. One step forward and 2 steps back, and I saw a sign on each street said, "Be prepared to stop, pray for the independent little man if I don't see next year's crop." And I sit here on the back porch in the twilight and I hear the crickets hum. I sit and watch the lightning in the distance, but the showers never come. And I sit here and through the wind blow, and I sit here and rub my hands. I sit here and listen to the clock strike, and I wonder if I'll see my companion again. There you have it, a tune on the piano. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lonnie. It was a very moving song. Okay, Carl, are you ready? Unmute.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a problem with the mute. Well, we'll do an old Gordon Bach tune. Clear away in the morning. Take me back on the bay, boy. Clear away in the morning. Don't want to go ashore, boys. Oh, bring her out. Take me back on the bay, boy. Clear away in the morning. Don't want to spend my pay, boys. Oh, bring her out. Captain, don't you leave me. Clear away in the morning. There's no one here that needs me. Oh, bring her out. Nancy, oh my Nancy. Clear away in the morning. She never played it fancy. Oh, bring her out. Bring me wine and brandy. Clear away in the morning. I'd only ask for Nancy. Oh, bring her out. Cat, don't let the main down. Clear away in the morning. Captain, don't let the chain down. Oh, bring her out. Captain, don't you need me? Clear away in the morning. There's nothing I can do, boy. Oh, bring her out. Nancy, oh my Nancy. Clear away in the morning. Nancy, oh my Nancy. Oh, bring her around. Take me back on the bay, boy. Clear away in the morning. I don't want to go ashore, boys. Oh, bring her around.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you.
Okay, before I do my song, we have a few announcements. The folks from England who will be back with us next week. They had a reception for Ed Trickett, and most of them were not sober. They made a little cameo appearance for us, just to show support. They will all be back, but we have to show our support for them Tuesday at the Hoy. It's the same link as last week. If you don't have it, let me know. I'll try to send it out again so everybody can join us Tuesday at the Hoy, 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Next week, as usual, we will be back here at 2 o'clock with all the English folks who will be back in full strength again. And we hope all of us could be here as well. I'm going to do my last song now, and after that, we're going to ask Jerry to I'm give you a heads up now to take us out on something good of his choosing. Okay, the song I'm going to do now is about one of the biggest travesties of justice that took place in America. It took place in Boston. Two Italian immigrants by the name of Sacco and Vanzetti were falsely convicted and executed of a crime that they never committed. And there were two songs written about it. One was by Joan Baez in the movie about them. This is the other one that was written by a man by the name of Charlie King from New Bedford, Massachusetts. It's called Two Good Arms. Who will remember the hand so white and fine that touched the finest linen, that poured the finest wine? Who will remember the gentle words they spoke to name the lives of two good men, a nuisance or a joke? All who know these two good men know I never had to rob or kill. I can live by my own two hands and live well. And all my life I have struggled to rid the earth of all such crime. Who will remember Judge Webster Thayer, one hand on the gavel, the other resting on his chair? Who will remember the hateful words he said, speaking to the living in the language of the dead? All who know these two good men no, I never have to rob or kill. I can live by my own two hands and live well. And all my life I have struggled to rid the earth of all such crime. Who will remember the hand upon the switch that took the lives of two good men in the service of the rich? Who will remember the one that gave the nod, or the chaplain standing near at hand to invoke the name of God? All who know these two good arms No, I never had to rob or kill. I can live by my own two hands and live well. And all my life I have struggled to rid the earth of all such crime. We will remember this good shoemaker. We will remember this poor fish peddler. We will remember all the strong arms and hands that never once found justice, and the hands that rule this land, and all who knew these two good men. No, they never had to rob or kill. Each had lived by his own two hands, and they lived well. And all their lives they had struggled to rid the earth of all such crime. And all our lives we must struggle to rid the earth of all such crime. Okay, Jerry, take us out.
Okay.
We'll see everybody on Tuesday, and then next Sunday, we'll all be back in full strength, complete with our English contingent.
Well, it's good to see everybody, and it was good to hear everybody. This is a tune that was written by Ronald Clyde Crosby. If that name does not sound familiar to you, I'm not surprised, because that person, Ronald Clyde Crosby, didn't go by that name as a performer. It was Jerry Jeff Walker. Jerry Jeff Walker wrote this particular tune. You're probably very familiar with his most famous tune, which is Mr. Bojangles. This tune never got quite the attention that the other one did. I understand that he was asked by his manager to write a tune of this sort so that it would be like an introductory tune when he'd go to a place to play. And it extols the wonders and joys of being a performer on the road. Now, let me tell you, if you've done any of that, you know that that's a load of crap. But it really works well for the song. And Jerry Jeff Walker performed this in a very slow, loping kind of way, but I felt like it deserved a different kind of arrangement. And when I was first starting to play as a kid, there was no internet, right? So there were no free guitar lessons on anything, and you couldn't watch people's hands and any of that stuff. And I was introduced to flat picking a guitar rather than finger picking by Doc Watson recordings. And it was a great example, a great example. Now, today there are literally thousands of really great flat picking guitar players, but Doc Watson was the standard bearer for all of that. And I kind of struggled along and learned that way by listening to those recordings going, how is he doing it? And what was so great about Doc, and the only other guitar player I really know that plays really like Doc Watson did, is Norman Blake. That name may or may not be familiar to you, but these guys can play solo bluegrass style flat picking guitar, not just lead guitar with other people playing behind them. So that's what this is about anyway. I'm a gypsy song man, yes sir, you'd like to hear a song. Pick it for you now and I'll play it all night long. If blues is all you see, this song is what you need. Gypsy song man, passing by. My whole life is a song and I'll share it with you now. Picking and a singing, I'll get by somehow. A dime would help me please, a smile is all I need. Gypsy song man, passing by.
Kids come a running as I pass by, they all want to see. They say, hey, gypsy song man, won't you play a song for me? Their eyes glued on the strings, dancing as I sing, gypsy song man, passing by. I got a stage on every corner, got a hall in every street. My hat is my coin box, this song is what you need. It's just a stop in time, this song is for your dime, gypsy song man, passing. Take it, band. So as I leave you now, please remember me this time. I'm the man who sang your songs for your nickels and your dimes. Today you saw me play as I stopped along the way. Gypsy song man, passing by. I'm a gypsy song man, yes sir, you'd like to hear a song. Gonna pick it for you now and I'll play it all night long. If blues is all you see, this song is what you need. Gypsy song man, passing by. I'm a gypsy song man, passing by.
That one is about 50 years old.
Yes, it is.
Remember,
It is about
you remember painting our new apartment in New Rochelle with that going on.
Unbelievable. That was an unbelievable album.
Yes.
That album, if you haven't ever heard of the original Jerry Jeff Walker album where Mr. Bojangles was introduced and so, because not only were they great songs, I mean great songs, one after another, great songs, but all over that album is David Bromberg playing lead guitar. It is just an extraordinary album. So if you ever get to listen to that album, I think it's just called Jerry Jeff Walker.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So check it out.
Thanks for bringing that back.
Yeah. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, folks. Good night.
Take care, everybody.
See you Tuesday and see you next Sunday.
Stay well.
Good night.
Okay, everybody stay well.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Saul.
Next week. And thanks for recording, Pat.
Thanks, thanks, Pat.
Okay.
So it'll be up on your website within a couple of hours, probably.
Okay.
Thank
Whatever.
you.
We appreciate it, whatever it was. Dan, thank you. Good night. Good night, Murray.
Night.
Night. Okay.
Oh, don't forget, tonight, Kennedy Center is going to be awarding Joan Baez Kennedy Center Award for her performances and everything that she stands for. And also, at the same time, Garth Brooks will be another of the awardees. And then there's some others that I can't remember by name right now. But it'll probably be interesting to watch them.
Okay, we'll try to make it. Okay, good night, everybody.